What's up, my name is Technobo here for Troubleshoot and welcome back to another video. So recently I've been wanting to play Warzone with my friends and unfortunately I haven't been able to. Why? Well, simply because there's an update for Warzone that needs to be downloaded, and whenever I start the update or start up the Blizzard launcher, it starts scanning through existing files to see if anything differs from the server. This is fine as it's done every time there's an update or every time you try and manually scan and repair the files. However, I let this go to 100%, it finishes off and then it simply just restarts from 0% over and over and over again. How do you fix this? Well, it's incredibly annoying and you will be doing some downloading through the course of this video, but this is basically an end-all method and by the end of it, everything should be fixed. So what exactly do we need to do? Well, there's two things that we can try. The first one I know doesn't work for me, but it may work for you, and you can do the first one if you have some extra time to burn. However, if you're trying to get this fixed as fast as possible, I recommend you only do the second method. To do either of these methods, all you need to do is open up the Blizzard launcher, then navigate across to Call of Duty Warzone, Black Ops, or whatever game is having this issue. Then click the settings wheel, and then finally show in Explorer. This will open up the folder with all of your games installed inside of it for the Blizzard launcher. As you can see, I'm on my E drive, Games, Blizzard, but you may be somewhere different. You should see the name of the game that you're trying to fix, in my case Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and I'll open up this folder. Inside of here, there are a ton of different files and folders, and something in here somewhere along the line is broken. All that we need to do is cancel the ongoing scan and repair, and close out of the Blizzard launcher entirely by clicking the logo in the top left and clicking exit. And here's where we get to the two methods. So the first method, which is unlikely to work, but if it works for you, that's great, and only if you have extra time to spare, is open up the data folder, data once again, and make sure that you have file name extensions turned on. To do this, at the very top, click View, and then make sure File Name Extensions is checked. Simply sort by file type, and we'll scroll down till we get past all of these numbers, down to the IDX files. Select everything from the first IDX file, all the way down to the last IDX file, and delete them. After you've done this, you can launch up the Blizzard launcher, and see if your game is fixed after another scan and repair. However, odds are, these files will just be replaced, and you'll be stuck right back where you were in the infinite update loop. What do we do from here? Well, here we get to method number 2. If you have less time, or you're comfortable downloading more in hopes that it just fixes it right away, is we'll be deleting everything but this data folder over here. How do you do that? Well, hold Ctrl, hit A to select everything, and now hold Ctrl and click the data folder to deselect this. I'll right-click and click Properties just to see how big these files and folders are. In total, everything but the data folder is 16.3 gigabytes, meaning when we delete these files and try to update the game again, we'll probably be downloading somewhere around this amount of data at least. Why is this so small? Well, the data folder over here contains most of the game files, as reflected in its file size of 167 gigabytes, probably more while you're watching this. So once again, Ctrl A to select everything, hold Ctrl and click Data to deselect it, then simply move these to another folder or delete it if you're more comfortable. I simply hit the delete key and they're gone. Now to finish off this step, open up the data folder, then open up the data folder once again, and you'll notice all of these big files here still. What we're going to do is once again locate these IDX files, sorting by file type at the very top, select everything from the beginning file all the way to the end file, and delete these. What we're also going to do here is sort by size, and I'll sort it again just so it's in ascending order. We're going to select everything that's below about 2 or 3 megabytes from the first part over here. So for me, it's data 194, and I'm going to scroll down all the way until I get to bigger files, such as, say, this one over here. I'm going to hold Shift and select everything up to about 2 or 3 megabytes, and then delete these files. You can, of course, move them to a different folder if you're worried about losing something, but you probably won't lose anything. At this point, we have the game in sort of a half-installed state. Most of the game files are here, but we'll have to download another 15 or 16 gigabytes or so to fix it. But when that finishes, we should have everything we need. So I deleted all of the IDX files, I deleted all the files in here smaller than about 2 or 3 megabytes, and I deleted everything but the data folder from the game's home folder. Let's open up the Blizzard launcher and simply wait for the scan and repair to complete. You may have to click scan and repair or update to get it started, but I'll wait for this to finish and eventually when it gets to the end it should download some files. Now usually this does take 20 minutes to half an hour for me, so it's incredibly annoying having to run it more than once, and hence the reason that I showed you two methods. The first method being a possible fix, and the second method being a longer but also requires a download and will probably work right off the bat. Unfortunately, I know method 1 didn't work for me, as this is the second time that I'm recording this video. So when this finishes, everything should be fixed. And as you can see, after a small download, everything's fine and I'm able to launch up the game and play as usual. Finally, my issue's been fixed and the update loop has been exited. If we have a look at the game files again, you can see all of these files here were re-downloaded, and in the data folder over here, we have a couple more 0KB files, but I would assume that these ones are fine and work good. The IDX files here as well have also been replaced. The game will now be working as normal, and of course in a fully updated state. But anyways, that's about it for this video. Thank you for watching, my name's been TechNubber here for Troubleshoot, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao!